smile away. A place with you is better. I'm better off with you, I'll say. Like a cornet, oh, holding on to midnight. Like a cornet, oh, holding on forever. Like a cornet, oh, let's celebrate.
Here in the night, better off anyway. Here in the night, better off anyway. Here in the night, better.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. We'll take a look at the Warriors.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
When you talk about Amen Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Fred VanVleet. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. SGA's got his second bucket of the night. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's stolen by Green. Stolen by Bird. And here is VanVleet. Here he goes. Durant wide open. He fires. Kevin Durant. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Warriors tack on two more.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the shot goes in.
Kevin Durant. Love how VanVleet kind of sneaks in there and does such a good job taking angle.
Kept alive. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. Puts it up from 17. Stolen by Bird. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Freddy's a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back over to you, Kevin.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here is Bird. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Just 4 to shoot. Over Butler. Bird can't hit.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Curry. Back to SGA. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Smith. And there's the drive. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Houston leading by 7 to the inside.
You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10 than 6'8, and that helps him inside. Defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that. And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
So looking it over. To the wing on the left. Here's Şengün. Plays it up and banks it in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's the Houston Rockets headed to the bench with a... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. Is the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Now here's Curry. Still scoreless. Williams, that's good. Williams has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
They set the pick. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
They get it again. Şengün, the layup off target. Warriors trailed by 6. Outside for Curry. Offline with his 3. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Smith. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. Shot from the wing. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Smith on the wing. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Butler on the wing. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 5.
That was just a perfect possession, getting in tight for the high percentage shot.
Pass to Russell. Back to Smith. Over Horford. Warriors with the rebound. To the middle. Outside Williams. Here's SGA. There's a screen by Williams. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Nice D from Russell. Rockets leading by 8. Here's Durant. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
And a steady presence out there. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps his cool when the shot clock's running down. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Rockets on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Pass to Robinson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Robinson's got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Pass to Butler. Now here's Green. A 15-footer. And Payton throws it down hard.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Warriors making a change here. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. It's Curry outside. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Outside Williams. Inside. And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Williams. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Warriors making a switch here. Rockets leading by 14. Van Vliet outside. In the corner, Smith with it. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Smith's got 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Payton outside. Pass to SGA. Down low. And there's Butler with the flush.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
And here's Bird. Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Thompson. Back to KD. On the wing, Bird. Off target from outside. Warriors trailed by 15. The kick outside to Butler. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
I would not call Butler a laser, but he knows when he needs to keep the defense honest, and he'll take and make his share of those three-point shots.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Give it up for your Warriors girls.
Rockets leading by 12. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's SGA. And it's Bird with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Smith. Guarded by Green. Back to Russell. Pass to Eason. Now here's Şengün. SGA defending.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. Make him feel you.
And it's Butler missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Fires the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Butler's got 8 points here in this quarter. 8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. stolen by Butler. And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. And it's been their rugged defense setting the...
44.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Outside, Russell. Pass to Smith. And slammed in by Smith.
Raw power from Smith Jr. on that slam.
Warriors trail by 15. They kick it out to Green. Payton right side. Outside, SGA. Green, the screen. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Pass to Eason. And here is Durant. Headed by Green. Good on the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 15.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The kick outside to Butler. Outside, Payton. Green, the screen. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a miss there on the triple.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Warriors trail by 17. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And that one is good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The shot is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
A great pass leads him right to the rack.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Outside, Durant. For 3. Doesn't get that one. And SGA has got the ball here for the Warriors. Down by 15. There's a screen by Robinson. Şengün with the rebound. So it's the Rockets now. And Smith gets double teamed. Here's Şengün. Russell outside. Now Durant puts up the 3. Not gonna go. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The putback cleared away by Eason. Rockets leading by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball. And that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Warriors.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Smith.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Now Şengün. Now Eason. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Green fires. And he does not hit. Here's the teardrop. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, SGA.